Hello friends, my name is Dr. Amit. I practice in Belgam city, Karnataka, India. I am an alumni of International Academy of Classical Homeopathy, Greece. Today I will be presenting an acute case of a Stye. The patient messaged me on the morning of 15th May 2024 saying that he has a acute swelling of the eye and he was little bit panicky and he was wondering how overnight he got that swelling. The first image, as I'm showing you here, shows the level of swelling. I asked him about other symptoms, but there were no other symptoms to prescribe upon. So I didn't want to prescribe in a hurry any wrong remedy. So I asked him to wait for another day. The next day morning, he again messaged me, as you can see in the second photograph, that the swelling had increased a little bit. Now he was still panicky and he started saying that, no doctor, it is still increasing very much. I'm afraid something may happen. Can you prescribe? I said, okay, tell me what else is happening with you. And I found that there were no other symptoms. And only thing he said that his thirst has little bit reduced. After much inquiring, that I came to know that along with the styes, he had developed aphthous ulcers in his mouth. The speed at which in 48 hours the swelling had grown showed that it was a slow progressive disease and not a fast progressing disease as the patient was claiming. So I did not get sidetracked by what the patient had to say. I trusted my experience and I sticked with it. There was no pain, only the swelling was a symptom and the aphthous ulcers with reduced thirst. So I repertorized the case in Vithoulkas compass, and the remedy that it gave was APIS. Now, as I said, according to me, this swelling was not so dramatic or so speedily progressing, which required APIS millimeter. Depending on that, I saw the other remedies in the Vithoulkas compass and I saw that Merxol was one of the remedies suggested here. I decided to go with Merxol. I asked him to take a dose of Merxol 200 and I asked him to report to me next day morning. So this will now be the third day. Third day he was even more panicking. Now look at the photograph, how the swelling has suddenly increased dramatically. Now when I looked at it, it looked beautiful that yes, now this is a case of APIS where the swelling has suddenly dramatically increased overnight. But the patient was very panicky and arguing that my medicine didn't help. On the contrary, it increased the situation. So I asked, again I did not get sidetracked by him and I politely asked him, how are your ulcers in the mouth? And he answered, no, they were gone after taking the medicine. So see, what Merxol has done is clear the path for the disease, for the exteriorization of the disease. The ulcers were gone and the picture of APIS was completely clear now. At this stage, I asked him to not to panic and take Apis mellifica 200 one dose. Since he did not have Apis 200 with him, he took Apis 30 and sent me a photograph 2 hours later. As you can see now, within 2 hours, how much the complaint has reduced. Apis acted beautifully. But again by evening, he got the swelling of the eye. 31 dose was not enough to reduce it. Luckily for him, during the day he had bought the 200 potency from the market and now he was able to take 200. The next day morning again he sent me a photograph where the swelling was almost 90% gone. I asked him to repeat one more dose and the acute was completely cleared. This shows the importance of following up with the right remedy, and also homeopaths should not prescribe in a hurry. We may make a wrong prescription and make our own cases hard. I thank my teacher for guiding me to use the correct series of remedies in prescription and for all the knowledge that he has given me, which made me a successful prescriber over these years. I thank Professor George Vithoulkas.